Okay, sorry about that. Here's part 2. Okay, so I counted 10 squares, right? And then I'm going to look at the length of the other side, which is 8 centimeters going down, which means I got to count 8 squares going down. So please pause this video and make sure you're drawing this rectangle along with me. So here's 1. Remember, you count that as 1. The first square up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here is 8. I'm going to draw a line going all the way down to 8. Okay, and then I just keep going. I'm recreating that rectangle. And then over here is 4 centimeters, which means 4 squares out. So from here, I'm going to count 1, including that square. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares out. Going back to my shape, it says I should go 3 squares up now. So I'm going to go 3 squares up from here. 1, 2, 3. 3 up. And 6 squares going down to finish up my shape. I think you can see the shape coming around just like it should be, right? So there it is, 6. Let's make sure it has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! So we're all done recreating number 1. So now, how do you find the area? You simply count up all of the squares. So count it up. Now at this point, if you want to break it into rectangles, if you want to break it right here and mark this up here as A and this little one B, and then multiply the length and the width, you may do that because now clearly you can tell what's the length and what's the width, right? Before it was, I don't know, this 8 over here, it could have confused some of you, okay? Look, we don't even need that 8 because we have split that 8 right here. So now you can multiply A and B and figure out the area. So pause this video and why don't you count all the squares and write the answer down here. And some of you, if you are good with multiplication, maybe you can multiply A. So I'm going to multiply A right here. I'm going to say A equals length times width. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 times 5, that will be the area of A. And the area of B would be 1, 2, 3. 3 times. The one side is 3 squares long. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares wide, which would be 3 times 4. Now it should be a breeze for you to multiply those two and add to find the total area of this irregular shape. Okay. Pause this video now and see if you can come up with an answer and see if whether you counted the squares or whether you multiplied, you should come up with the same answer, right? The same area, which means the total number of squares inside of this shape should be the same. So pause this video and see what you come up with. All right, so let's see. 10 times 5 would be 50. I'm going to put a 50 over here. 3 times 4 is 12. If I added both of those, I would get a 62 square centimeters. Is that what you got? If you got that, you did great. Nice job. That's the thumbs up. Okay, now let's move on to number 2. So number 2 looks complicated, right? That shape looks a little complicated. But don't you worry. Once we recreate it, it's going to be a breeze to find the area, okay? All right, so here we go, number 2. I'm going to mark number 2 on here, on your grid paper. So make sure you have enough space. It looks like there's 12 squares in the bottom over here, and a 4, and a 4, and a 4. So another 12 up there too, and another 6 going down. So make sure you have enough room on your grid paper to draw this, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm going to start on one side, the side that I know the length of. Obviously, you want to go with the side that they have marked with the length, not a side that you don't know, because then you don't know how many squares you want to count. So that will be, how many squares is that? 6. All right, so I'm going to start with 6 on the one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to draw a line, nicely outlining the grid paper. And then it looks like 4 going up here. So I'm going to draw 4 squares up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 up there. And I keep going. And whoops, do I know that length? Oh yeah, it's 3. The 4 is up here and then the 3 is over here. So let's pretend if they didn't give you that 3, you're going to stop right there. And then you're going to draw the bottom. Because the bottom, they've definitely given you that it's 12, right? So if you don't know a length, you could have stopped there and you could have gone right here and completed it the other way around. Eventually you'll make, you will still be able to make the shape, but you're just kind of going with information that they've given you, numbers that they've given you, okay? All right, so what do we say? There was a 3 going down here, so now I'm going to go over here, count 3 from here, not from here, because that square is included. 1, 2, 3 down, okay? And next is 4 squares going out. So 4 squares would be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are not counting this square because that's an outline. So my line has to be on the outside of that, right? Not here, not on the inside. So I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4 squares going out and 1, 2, 3 squares going down. So stop and check if you have your numbers right. And then they say 3 going up again and 4 going across. So it looks like it's a mirror image of the other side. So I'm going to keep going. 1, 2, 3 on this side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side, just like that. Okay, I think you can see the shape. You could probably even complete it right here because it's very symmetrical. It's the exact image of the other side. You could probably complete it. But just to make sure I have my numbers, I'm going to go 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down, and I'm going to draw a line.